Hello there, it's another beautiful Saturday morning and I welcome you to this edition of Feminine Scope. The station is OGBC on 90.5 FM. Today is the last Saturday in the month of August and the last day, of course, in the month of August. We thank God for everything as we look forward to another journey in the month of September. God will really come out for us. He will count us worthy, and don't let us forget that we need to take care of ourselves. Let moderation be our watchword. We are moving into the Ember months, no doubt about that. So we need to be very, very, very careful. The program is Feminine Scope, where we motivate and enlighten this generation on how to become great in life. My name is Toyin Sogbesan. You call me TS. In this edition of the program, I have another beautiful woman in the house. My guest is Mrs Mary Rotimi Adeosun, a retired principal from the Army Day Secondary School, Senior, Alamala Barracks, Abeokuta, Ogun State. It's nice to have you on the program, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Can I say Sean?
You're welcome,
because
ma'am.
you are from the Command Secondary School, right? You retired
yes,
from
ma'am.
there.
Yes.
So let me say Sean.
Yes,
Sean, ma'am.
ma'am.
You are welcome.
Yes,
all right.
ma'am.
So let's start from the very basics. Who is Mary? Is it Mary the Magdalene or Mary the mother of Jesus? So let's get to know you.
I am Mrs Mary Rotimi Adeosun. Okay. I hail from Ilaro. You are in Ogun State. My parents, they were all late. Mr. Akongbe Ezekiel Odewole and Mrs. Abigail Aduni Odewole of blessed memory. But I have two parents.
Okay.
When my father died in November 1977.
Your father died in 1977.
I was 12 years old by then. I was 12 years old.
Wow.
And he was very rich. So we are having things so rosy. But immediately he died, there was problem.
I can imagine.
So by the special grace of God, another people adopted me. That is Dr. and Mrs. O.O. Obadina, the owner of Hosanna Specialist Clinic, Ilaro.
Baba Obadina, that celebrated 80th.
I was there,
you
yes.
Were there.
Even 40th anniversary of Hosanna, I was there on Saturday. Okay. They were my parents. The two of them brought me up. They nurtured me. They took care of me. So they are my parents. So I have two parents.
That's great. So growing up, what was it like for you? Did you grow up in Ilaro? The schools you attended from primary up to tertiary?
I didn't grow up in Ilaro.
Okay.
Because my father was a surveyor. So I started my primary school at Ado-Ekiti. They normally transfer them from one state to another by then. Okay. So I started at Emmanuel Cathedral Primary School, Ado-Ekiti. Then when it was later transferred to Ibadan, I now went to Salvation Army School, Ibadan. I passed out from that place. Okay. So then in 1976, when the states were divided, I now
creation of states.
Creation of states. So I now came to Ilaro to start my secondary school at Baptist High School, Ilaro, from 1976 to 79. So when he died in 1977. So it wasn't rosy at all because he was so rich and we were having things so, we were blessed. So immediately he died now. We started to
you had to blend.
Not only that, because our parents were very poor.
What was your mom doing?
She was only selling Ogianeko.
While your father was alive?
But father was the one taking care of us. Okay. So we didn't even have that feeling. So immediately he died now. Things became so hard. So I have to even do this hard labor. But it's okay. Even to sponsor myself with my cousins. And even I harvested rice.
From the farm?
From the farm, in order to get money to sponsor myself. That was between 77 and 79. So by June 79, now, Dr. and Mrs. Obadina adopted me. So they are the one that were taking care of me, even up to now.
Up to now?
Up to now.
Wonderful. That's your journey. So which secondary school did you attend and which higher institution? For you to become a principal means that you must have attended higher institution. Let's do a chronology of your journey. Yes.
Okay. I went to Baptist High School from 76 to 79. So immediately, I now joined the Obadinos. They changed my school to Egbado College by then. Okay. So I passed out from that place then. After that, I now went to Egbado Teachers Training College. Okay. I'm a complete metamorphosis.
Wow.
Real teacher.
Did you attend NC?
I attended. So after that, I now went to NC.
You are
complete metamorphosis.
You are a complete metamorphosis with that.
So after that, I now went for my degree at uni.
Wow.
So
that's the real teacher.
Real
teacher. Great. So what lessons can you bring out from the moment that you grew up with your father and the moment you now went to the Obadinos? What lesson? You face the challenges of life,
yes,
transiting from a girl born with silver spoon in her mouth to somebody doing menial jobs,
yes,
and then with somebody that now took you up. I don't know why they decided to take you up, but they took you up, and here you are, thanking them for it. What lessons did you learn from that transition?
I learned so many lessons that I have to adjust.
Okay.
When that problem started, I started praying because I've already accepted Jesus Christ to my life. So I was praying that God, I need help me and my mommy. That was when they came from abroad, and through one Mrs. Shodipe of blessed memory. So she was the one that linked me up to them. So now, change of environment, we were loose for 2 years. I was now staying with somebody from abroad. The thing was not easy. So I firstly found it very hard. Even there was even a time I packed all my luggages. I went back home. But my aunt, that one, very strict, say, I was your aunt. Your father died and didn't have money to sponsor you. Go back. So she drove me back. Since then,
you agree that, okay, these are my parents now.
So whatever. So that was how God helped me. Even we were 3. One of us is now living at the village. She couldn't be here, but by the special grace of God, I endured. And also, she was also a retired principal, Mrs. Obadino.
Okay.
Mrs. Obadino. So I learned a lot from her. Very strict, very diligent, hardworking. But eventually, with the special grace of God, I rose to the post of a principal.
Wow, that's the journey. Now, from the moment that you left school, where did you work? After your teacher training, did you pick up a job? Or was it after the school that you picked up a job? How did it go?
After NCE.
After NCE. So let's see where you worked.
Okay. I started 13 September 1989 at Area Community High School, Wode Idioko.
Okay.
So, and I spent 13 years there.
13?
13.
Wow. You had left the Obadino's place at that time. You were now on your own.
Not really on my own. I normally go to Laro to spend weekend.
Okay.
Wode is not too far from Laro. Wode
yes.
Idioko. So, until I got where there.
Okay. From there, where did you work?
Agobi Ade Victory High School.
Okay.
When I came to Abeokuta.
Okay.
Then from there, Lafenwa High School Junior. From there, Ilugun High School Senior. From there, St. Peter Senior. Then that was when I rose to the post of VP. Okay. And I was transferred back to Atota. Then from there, I spent 6 months to Oluashu Junior in Mashai. That was where I became the principal. The first one, I went to Oluonda Community High School.
Oluonda
Community High School. Okay. Then after that, I now retired at Army Secondary School Senior.
Yes, wow.
Barracks.
So you're so lucky. You didn't even work in Ogun East at all.
No. No, I didn't even go there at all.
Yeah, Egba and Yewa.
Yes, just Egba. And I worked in 9 different schools.
9 schools.
9 schools.
Oh, how did you find yourself in the Army Day Secondary School? Did you arrange anything that you wanted to go there, or you were just posted?
I was just posted. It is a state school.
Oh, it's a state school. Okay.
It's under Abeokuta North.
Okay. I was believing that it belongs to the military.
No.
Oh, I see.
The state government has taken it from them.
Okay, that's a great one. Now, in all this journey, from secondary school to teacher training college to college of education to a degree, where did you get this motivation from? Why did you decide to just be going a step further? Because this program is for these young ones. All of them want to go to university at once. It's either jump or I wait. Why did you decide to transit like that?
I've already accepted Jesus Christ into my life. So I've learned about contentment.
Okay.
And I know that there is time for everything. And my guidance, my foster parents, normally have quiet time every day. So I listen to the word of God. That this God is so gracious that if you stay on him, you trust him totally, you have breakthrough. So I have that one at the back of my mind. So that my background, that Jesus Christ that I've already known, and I'm seeing it in their lives. I can see that example from Chief Doctor and Chief Mrs. Obadino. It's like I can see it plainly in their lives. So that one we pray, and gradually, and also I've chosen teaching as a career. Very, very proud of it.
Oh.
So that one motivated me.
Okay.
No, seeing myself, affecting people positively. Okay. So that one has really motivated me. That no matter what happens, I'm very proud to be a retired teacher, and I will still continue to be very proud of it. Okay. So that one motivated me.
You said you are 3 from your parents.
Yes.
You are 3. How many boys? How many girls?
All girls.
All girls. Your dad was Abigail. Daddy Abigail. So where are the other 2?
They are all in Abeokuta.
Okay.
I came from a polygamous family. So
okay.
We still have not got.
Your father had how many wives?
4.
4 wives.
11 children.
11 of you, but 3 from your mom.
Yes.
What number is your
Number
mom?
2.
Number 2, your mom, your own mom.
No, number 2 also.
Number 2 also, and you are also in the middle of our own children. I see. So where is your mom now?
She has died.
Oh, she's also late. Sorry, you're an orphan.
Yes, I'm an orphan.
I do envy you. I shouldn't be sitting close to you at all. We thank God for your life. Before we go into the advice, you met your husband along the way. Who is he? How did you meet him?
I met him at Abeokuta.
Okay.
My sister attends Faith Leaders Christian Mission.
Okay.
Under the able leadership of Pastor Ayodele Adelani, your regular host on Hour of Truth. That is where my sister, the firstborn, attended. So I too came then through the pastor. I met my husband. Okay. Who is also a pastor. Okay. So that was how we met.
Okay. And how's the marriage?
We thank God, because he's such a diligent, godly man. And so he's ever
with your own experience in polygamy setup. So you are so lucky you are not.
Yeah, so I thank God for that too. Even his family, they are not giving me problem. Easy going, diligent, godly. So.
And how are the children?
They are fine.
Right.
So fine.
So the program is Feminine Scope on OGBC 90.5 FM. My guest is Mrs Mary Rotimi Adeosun, a retired principal from Amide Secondary School Senior, Alamala Barracks, Abeokuta here in Ogun State. Let's look at education. You are a complete educationist.
Yes.
Having transiting from the very basics, you passed through the rudiments before you got your degree.
Yes.
Let's look at education then and now. What is the difference? What is wrong, or are we doing it the way it's supposed to be done? Look at parenting, look at the students, look at government.
The difference is glaring.
How?
Formally, if you are a teacher, you are all in all. Even in the community, they will just come and deposit children in your house that you take care of them. Problems start from the parents, because charity begins at home. These parents, they are baby parents. Nobody parented them. So, and because many of these children are out of wedlock, there are a lot of problems. So
the parenting.
So immediately you want to correct them, they will come and abuse. Even as the principal, they normally attack the principal.
Really?
Yes, they do it. They will abuse you, and they will say, "Let me just take my child and go." So even the parents themselves
are not disciplined.
They are not, and they are just teenagers. Even you see them, we call them baby producing babies. That's what we call them, babies producing babies. Because at times when they come, they say, is this one a parent? And they are ready to abuse you if you correct. So that one is there. Then concerning teachers, nowadays teachers, because we went through teachers training, NCE, we were really refined. But some of these teachers, they don't have that qualification. So even that dedication is not on their, unless as a principal you are very tough.
So you have to be tough to be a good
very. Wow. When I was a principal, they know. The two schools they know.
The way you are even talking to me, I know you are an action woman.
Yeah, the teachers know because you never see me sitting down in the They will say, we came to your office to do me. I say, I'm a mobile principal. Because the government has already told us that go and produce HEP, higher education potentials. That was the mandate that Ogun State government gave us. And as a Christian, I'm accountable to God and human being. So I took that oath that these students, they must further their education. So no matter what happens, I don't take nonsense. They have already known that. So that is that. So I'm part of the teachers. Then on part of the government, though this free education is good, but at times this issue of textbooks, some of them don't have. They don't have, and if you don't have textbooks, you too, what do we expect?
Can we really have free education? Is it possible?
It's possible
to have everything free.
Nowadays, yeah, because things are so costly.
Okay.
But we can't have 100% free education. But this one the government are doing are very good though, because some parents cannot even afford even to buy 100 naira pen for their children.
Wow.
They can't even afford. So now, whether by chance or by, all those students, they are already in school now, and you know that education liberates.
Yes.
You have already know that.
Yes.
So that free education did, especially for those of us that were in the rural areas, we knew the importance of that free education. Otherwise, they will just be in the village. They will be in the village. So we thank God, thank the government for that free education. But the parents also should not just sit at the fence and say, it's free. They have to buy books. And that was what I normally emphasized. So my own students, they normally buy their books. Even at Olonda. And that really helped me. That the first time I was there, I produced 18 students. 5 of them are already in the high institution now.
Wait, thank God.
5 of them. 1 at Ibadan, 2 at Poly, 2 at Ilese, but 1 dropped out. And another set. Even at this army day also, you know. No, because they bought book, they also passed literature, which they have not been passing.
No, literature in English.
They passed because I read language as English.
Oh,
so
that's good.
I knew they must buy books, and the parents also cooperated. So the difference is that, and these ones, they are underage. That's another problem we are having.
These children,
they are not matured enough. They will think that work is too much for them. Somebody is maybe 13-year-old, is already in SS2 or SS. So at times, when you talk, they just say, what are you saying? Because you cannot skip any stage in life. That is what the mistakes that parents are making. My child at 30 years is now in SS1, SS2. But they are giving us problem. They are giving the school problem. You give them assignment, they will not do. They will think it's too much. So even that age, that's thank God that government is doing something concerning that.
Yes,
we need
I was coming to that. That is it necessary? What the federal government is proposing, that JAMB should make the entry point 18 years. Is that okay?
Very.
But a lot of parents don't like it.
100%. It is because they are not teachers. We teachers, we support it.
Really?
By the special grace of God, here are we now. Because those children, they cannot take it. At times, chemistry, geography, somebody who is 13 year or 14-year-old, you have put all those things. At times, they will just leave the class, they will go and buy food. GS1, this one, you will be teaching them, they will be chewing gum. Even at the assembly ground, they will be eating. They are not matured enough. They are not, that 18 year is okay. Very, very okay.
That means they will have to enter secondary school by age 12.
Yes.
Spend 6 years.
Yes.
And then move to the higher institution at 18.
Yes.
That was what it was in those days. I see.
We can see the difference now between us and those ones. But these ones, at times, you just I say this one, at times, you are necessary. You are supposed to be in GS3. That's why. Because the way they behave at times.
You wonder.
You in SS3. So it is good, though. It's a good policy. I support it.
Thank you so much for that. In line with that, I want your advice for this generation. The children, the parents, like you said now, that charity begins at home. So what do you have for them?
For the parents.
Parents and the children too. I mean, this Gen Z, this no grief for anybody generation. That's their slang now. No grief for anybody.
Now, for the parents, they must have time for their children. Very many of them don't have time for them at all. They should train them in the way of the Lord. If they are Muslim, let them pray. If they are Christians, let them have the fear of God. That's the beginning of wisdom. Then, secondly, they should let them be matured before they send them to school. Because this thing is really affecting them and the teachers. So at times, the teacher will just be looking. I cannot kill myself. Because look at the way this look. So the parents should be patient enough. Let those children be matured enough so that they can stand the rigor in the school. And they should teach them the way of the Lord. And they should buy textbooks for them. At times, when I was a principal, they normally call us for meeting. And the government will say, we cannot do it. Or we are all stakeholders. Parents, do this, do this. So they should not leave everything to the government. They on their own part should buy books for their children.
Thank you so much for finding time to be on this program. On a final note, I always want a type of music for my guests. What type of music do you like? I know you say Christian music.
Yes.
Don't you party?
I go for socials.
You go for socials. So why would you ask me for Christian music and not secular? Like,
okay. Jesus
is still in it. I like that.
Jesus me. Oh my share.
That's by who?
Ebenezer Obey. Jesus. So I like that one.
You like that? Okay. I'll get you that from Baba Dr. Ebenezer Obey. Thank you so much. Yes. I appreciate you. Yes, you came all the way from where? Are you in Abeokuta?
Abeokuta.
Okay.
Along Ibara Road.
Okay. Shoyoye.
That was where I came from.
Along Shoyoye is along Ibara or?
Where I live, along Ibara.
Oh, Ibara Orile.
Yes.
Ibara because we are in Ibara.
No.
Ibara Lu. You are in Ibara Orile. Shoyoye round. I like it like that. Yes. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah. My regards to your husband, our daddy. Okay. Thank you, ma. Yes. So this is how far we'll go on today's edition of Feminine Scope. I thank my guest, Mrs Mary Rotimi Adeosun, once again. She's a retired principal from the Abide Secondary School Senior, Alamala Barracks, Abeokuta, here in Ogun State. I also thank my producer, Temilade Tijani, assisted by Fumilayo Akintoye. My studio manager is Samuel Odunleye. My name is Toyin Sogbesan. You call me TS. Do enjoy your weekend and happy new month to all of us in advance.